how's it going, guys? Ryo Murata, photographer based in Tokyo. So, Edo-Tokyo Open Air Architecture Museum. That's long. If you ever seen Studio Ghibli's a famous film, Spirited Away, Studio Ghibli is actually a famous animation from Japan. They take a lot of reference from real life locations, and in that film they took reference from 3-4 locations. One is obviously, you guys probably know, Jofin, Taiwan, Taipei, not Taipei, but in Jofin, Taiwan region. And also from the Japan side, they took reference from Shima Onsen, which is located in Gunma Prefecture, and also Matsuyama Eihime's prefecture's Dogo Onsen area. And last but not least, they also took reference from the Edo-Tokyo Open Air Architecture Museum. And this area in particular is sort of like, how should I say, an area that's roughly 25 minutes away from downtown Tokyo. It is located on Musashi Koganei Station, and also from there you need to ride a 10-minute bus ride from there. And it's basically, back in the days, the majority of historical Japanese buildings were located in the downtown area. However, due to, you guys probably know, Japan has tremendous amount of earthquakes and stuff like that, and there's these regulations of architecture that it has to surpass the earthquake standard or else it will fall apart and stuff like that. And obviously the older architecture, older buildings cannot pass that regulation, so the government, Tokyo Metropolitan Government, said, okay, we will move the historical buildings from point A to point B, and that point B was actually this area in Musashi Koganei. So hopefully I clarified a lot of people's question and finally go there and shoot some photos with my GW690. And along with that, you guys probably know Kodak Gold is my go-to film stock. So yeah, I basically took my day off and just shot around this area. And because it's sort of like not public but more like private type of area, you have to pay an entrance fee of roughly $2, 400 yen, to get in. And it's basically a well-maintained location. And ever since I sort of like shifted from Fuji's Pro 400H to Kodak Gold 200, and because I'm shooting it more regularly, I'm shooting it more often for my medium format, I'm starting to realize that this Gold 200 appears to do spectacular, especially indoors when there's light available or when there's light shining through that window to give this sort of like soft light, which I really love. And instead of like shooting outside in a sort of like a high contrast scenario midday, I actually enjoy the looks of this film stock, especially when it's indoors and when there's some kind of light source coming from the outside. Same for the flower shop, it just looks really great. And because these like sort of like houses are relatively small, I was sort of like confined in my environment, and I wish I had a wider lens, but you guys probably know GW 690, you're stuck with one focal length, sort of like a 40 mil like focal length, so it's not too wide, not too telephoto. But if you're shooting indoors, I mean, it felt lackluster, unfortunately, and there were some shots that I messed up pretty bad, and I wish I had a wider angle lens. Okay, so all in all, if you're into architecture, if you're into history, or if you like Japanese history, this is probably one of the locations that you guys probably would enjoy just going out casually, because it's sort of like not a super crowded area. I went during the weekdays, so it was like super isolated, but probably on the weekends not many people will visit this area because not many people are into architecture, or I guess into history, and it's not like a super popular area, so you can, and because these like this location wise, the Musashi Koganei area itself is really what you call like not densely populated, it's like really spread out, so it's not going to be super crowded or anything, so it's a great location to sort of like sit back and relax and just view that sort of like historical buildings. And yeah, that's basically it. If you have any questions, I'm happy to reply, and yeah, we will see you next time. Peace out.